So I'm just going to do a quick video on how to use short division when remainders might be involved, which you will meet as you work through the school, so in the upper years. So you can see I've got my number 556 and I'm going to divide it by 5. Hopefully children will have already spotted that obviously because we are dividing by 5 and the answer ends in a 6, that it is not going to be possible and we are going to have something left over. So to begin with, we would encourage the children to use practical objects to help them. At school we would use things such as counters, but at home I'm going to use some skittles. So I'm going to make the number 556. So like with the last video just for short division, the children are very confident that although the skittles are the same size or the counters are the same size, that the amount that they are worth is all different. So this is worth 100, this is worth 110, and this is worth 1. So what I would do at the side of, so I've got my practical here, I would write out the calculation using the short division method. So I've got the number there and the number I'm dividing by. So I do the same thing. I'm going to draw around the skittles in groups of 5. So for this one, obviously I've got one group of 5, so I put 1 above at the same time. Then I go back and move on to the 10s and put a 1. And then I do the same thing here. I put a group around the 5. And obviously I've made one group. The children should then be able to spot that this skittle here, this object here, cannot be put into a group and so will work as our remainder. And to record that, next to the calculation we put a little r, which stands for remainder, and then we put 1. So I'm just going to show you that, then moving on to the pictorial approach. So I do the exact same thing, but this time I'm going to use a 4-digit number. So I've got my thousands, my hundreds, my tens and my ones. So I just draw a place value chart on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard. And then the number that I am going to be working with today is 1,517 divided by 7. So again, I'm going to write that using my short division method at the side, ready to use alongside my pictures. So I'm just going to draw in the counters. So I've got 1 in the thousands column, 5 in the hundreds, 1 in the tens, and then 7 in the ones. So I do the same thing as I did with the skittles. I'm just going to draw around them. Now what you'll be able to see straight away is that I've only got 1 here, so I cannot make any groups of 7. So what I have to do is I have to cross that one off and draw 10 more in the hundreds column. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The reason for this is obviously 1,000 is the same as 10 hundreds. So the children need to be confident with that. Then I do the same thing again. I'm going to draw around groups of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 1. And 2. And you can see there that I have got 1 left over. So what I didn't do at the time, was I didn't cross off. So I didn't manage to get any in the thousands column. So I carried it over and I now had 15. I've then done the same thing and I've drawn around. And I've managed to make 2 groups, so I put the 2 above, and I've got 1 left over here, so I move that over in front of the 1. I then cross that off on here and draw 10 more in the tens column, because 100 is the same as 10 tens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I then do the same thing again, and I'm going to draw around in groups of 7. So 1, 2, there's my group of 7, and you can see that I've got 4 left over, so I can't do the same. So I've got 1 group and I've got 4 left over, so I've now got 47. Now obviously this is where it gets drawn into lots of circles. So because I've got 4 left over, I've got to draw 10 more for each one of those counters. I'm going to cross one out and draw 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what the children should be able to see is that then I now have 47 in this. I'm just going to draw, extend my box there so we can see the two calculations. So I'm doing the same thing again. I'm going to draw around them in groups of 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A group of 7 there. So I've drawn around them and I've got 5 left over that I can't put in a group. So I then go back and count the group. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 here. And you can see that I have 5 left over that haven't been able to be fitted into a group. So again, I put the little r and then I put the number 5.